Hey guys, what is going on? This is Pete on the beat. In this video I would like to show you some groceries I just bought. I just came from grocery shopping and from the grocery store, several grocery stores. As you probably know, I always try to get the best products possible that are available in my local area, which means that I dedicate a bit of extra time in order to go to different types of places, because most of the time not all of these ingredients or all of these foods, pretty much they are not available in one spot. All of these foods are not available like in one grocery store. In other words, this basically means that I have to take my time and visit multiple grocery stores in order to get the best products possible, or at least the best products for my body. All the foods that I'm about to show you are foods that I consume on a day-to-day basis. I find them extremely delicious and nutritious. They help me to build muscle. They also give me the ability to get these long-lasting, sustainable levels of energy throughout the whole day during the longer fasted periods and that kind of stuff. As you probably already know, since you watched this video, I do the 1 meal a day plan, but this doesn't mean that I consume crap and that kind of stuff. It's actually the opposite. I pay attention to all the foods that I consume, and I always pay attention how I feel on the next day, and of course how I'm able to perform mentally and of course physically in the gym, as long as for pumps and that kind of stuff. So with that being said, I would like to show you all of the ingredients. As you can probably see right now on the screen, these are all of the ingredients I just bought. Just a quick sip of black coffee. So these are all of the ingredients. There are plenty of veggies, as you can probably see. There is parsley, there is spinach, there are some carrots, and there are some green peppers. Another detail that I would like to point out, especially for all of you Omad practitioners, 1 meal a day fanatics or whatever, intermittent fasting and that kind of stuff. I used to do a lot of onions back in the day, but nowadays I found that I prefer to stay away from the onions because they tend to bloat my stomach and they give me like stomach pains on the next day. So I tend to avoid the onions by any means. I feel like I do a lot better without the onions. This is just a side note. You can replace them with other great veggies such as the carrots. I do a lot of carrots. Probably the carrot and the mushrooms are my favorite veggies currently. As you can probably see, there is a huge bag of white basmati rice. This is my favorite source of carbohydrates. There are also some sweet potatoes, and there is plenty of non-hormone injected chicken. And here I would like to make you pay attention to the color of the chicken. The other chickens that are mostly hormone injected and that kind of stuff, typically this brand pretend that chicken is like free range, organic and grass-fed, but me personally, I do not believe in grass-fed chicken, but I'm definitely sure that this chicken that I use is safe and it's a lot better quality than the others. All of the chickens from this particular brand have this like yellowish type of color, and when you boil the meat, there is no like weird waters and that kind of stuff. But if you boil the pinkish pinky type of meats and that kind of stuff, there is a lot of like weird stuff that comes out of the water. So I definitely prefer to stay away from those meats, because in the end of the day I definitely feel like there is a difference in how I feel and in my mood on the next day. So I always stick with this particular brand. And right now I'm about to show you a closer view of the rice. It says that it's all natural product and that kind of stuff. The price is a bit higher, but it's definitely worth it, especially if you're a bodybuilder and you really want to live that healthy bodybuilding lifestyle. You want to do the 1 meal a day plan without any cravings, any blood sugar dysregulations and that kind of stuff. I definitely encourage you to get your hands, or try to get your hands on high quality basmati white rice, and make sure that it is imported straight from India, because the reason for this is because a lot of the countries and a lot of the other countries, they use arsenic with the rice processing and that kind of stuff. This is mostly for the brown rice, as you probably already know, but me personally, I definitely prefer to stay away from other types of rice. I used to try the jasmine rice. I actually like the jasmine rice as long as for texture and taste. I know that people like Paul Jaminet, Chris Kresser, even Mark Sisson, even like Dave Asprey, they consider all of the white rice, as long as it is arsenic free, like they consider it as a safe starch. But me personally, my body is not able to tolerate all kinds of white rice. But this exact white rice, I'm giving you this closer view in order to give you a better idea of the long grain. And the long grain basically is a pretty long grain, if I can put it like this. So this, along with the sweet potatoes that I'm about to show you right now, those are my favorite carb sources, those are my favorite starches. My body basically responds extremely well to both of these, as long as for mental performance on the next day, as long as for not feel hungry, as long as for having these like stable blood sugar levels. When I consume these type of starches, my blood sugar levels throughout the day vary between 4.3 to 4.6, which is like amazing in my personal opinion. I'm pretty happy. But my like favorite carb source, if I have to pick one over another, I'll definitely go with the white basmati rice. You're probably familiar with this fact. The Gordon Ramsay, the great Gordon Ramsay, says the white basmati rice, the king of all rices, and I definitely believe this is true. Like for overall health, for building muscle, for using it as an energy, it's a great safe starch. Probably the best safe starch money can buy, my personal opinion. So let's move to the sweet potatoes. So I found this tip on the internet, and I definitely believe it works really well. So I would like to share this tip with you guys. The smaller the sweet potato is, the better quality is, and the better it will cook. I definitely believe this is true. I tried myself, especially with like huge sweet potatoes. In my personal opinion, they do not cook that well, and I prefer to go with the smaller sweet potatoes. And what I mean by smaller, I'm gonna pick one of them and I'll show you how it looks in my palm. So keep in mind that my palm is relatively big. I'm 6.3, I have like longer fingers. Again, the sweet potatoes are relatively small. I go with the smaller ones and I'm pretty happy. So the next veggie that I'm about to show you, mushrooms. I turn of mushrooms on a day-to-day basis. I cook the carrots and the mushrooms on a soup. I prefer to have the water separately from the veggies, and then I eat my meat with my rice or my sweet potatoes with the both veggies, and this is basically how I eat nowadays. As long as for the soup, I got inspired from Herschel Walker. If you're not familiar with who Herschel Walker is, I definitely encourage you to Google Herschel Walker. So yeah, Herschel Walker is extremely successful MMA fighter, athlete, NFL, whatnot, like a legendary overall athlete and that kind of stuff. And he eats only one meal a day. He's a pretty well-known, world well-known practitioner of the one meal a day plan, and he basically eats a lot of soup, so some salad with chicken and that kind of stuff. So lately I was searching some info for him, so I've watched the interview with him, or it was a podcast. He talks about the soup thing and the one meal a day plan, and I definitely believe the soup and the one meal a day plan goes hand to hand. I mean, I do not consume only soup, but I prefer to have some soup along with my meal in order to be more specific and give you a better explication of what I'm talking about. So I've showed you my main protein source nowadays. And another thing that I would like to point out is the fact that more and more I've found it's a lot more practical to rely on fish and some high quality chicken or turkey, as long as for the one meal a day plan, because of course they are a lot easier to digest when you consume that quantities of food. This is the steak. What I mean by saying this is, please don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna stop eating red meat and that kind of stuff. I keep the red meat here and there throughout the whole week. I had some like 1 or 2 meals with steak, with grass-fed steak and that kind of stuff, but for the most part it's a lot less taxing to my system to have the white rice with some veggies and some soup and some high quality turkey or chicken. So yeah guys, those are pretty much all the foods that I just bought. Right now I'm about to show 3 types of organic coffee. Those are my like currently favorite types of organic coffee. The first one, you're probably already familiar with it, the one in the can. It is a rainforest certified. They pretend that a lot of their products are actually even beyond organic, and you can basically find out for yourself on their webpage and that kind of stuff, the rainforest certified. The other two types of coffee that I'm about to show, they have like two organic badges. This is like the most common and this is like the most important here where I'm based. The European badge for like this is, as long as I know, this is some form of an analog to the USDA approved, if I'm not mistaken. The little green like leaf, and it says agricultural, biological agriculture, which actually means like organic agriculture, because here they call the organic like biological, and I hope this makes sense to you. Those are like my currently favorite types of coffee. I'm pretty happy with them. I brew French press on a day-to-day basis. Here and there I also buy some coffee from a coffee shop. Right here is a large Americano, and right now I'm about to show the salt that I use nowadays. As you probably already know if you watch my other videos, I'm huge on different types of salts. I prefer to try many different types of like exotic type of salts, but my all-time favorite is the Celtic sea salt. But the problem with the Celtic sea salt is it's not always available here, and here where I'm based it's pretty difficult to get my hands on Celtic sea salt. In the past I've uploaded a vlog. In that vlog I'm showing the exact place from where I buy the Celtic sea salt. It's a bookstore. This is pretty weird and it's not always available, so I found this like traditional sea salt. Again, it's basically the same type of product. If you're familiar with the Celtic sea salt, it's extremely high in iodine, and on the other hand it's like crystallized. It's really like, it's not dust, but it's like really small crystals and that kind of stuff. It's pretty awesome, it's pretty pure. This is the brand Clear Spring, as long as I know. I'm gonna give you like a closer view of the salt. And another tip that I would like to give you guys, if you really want to do the hyperhydration and that kind of stuff, which reminds me that I should drink water constantly. Yeah, I should drink water constantly in order to get them gains going. So the tip that I would like to give you, if you are one of these guys that have, or these gals that have like really hard time to measure your sodium intake, you really want to keep like high sodium intake, high water intake, you want to suppress the aldosterone, if you're familiar with what I'm talking about. You want to get the hyperhydration going, and you have really hard time to really measure what is your sodium intake and that kind of stuff. I recommend you to get your hands on one of these little scoopers. They are available in IKEA. They are extremely cheap, inexpensive. They are pretty easy to get your hands on one of these, and basically use a scooper when you want to measure your sodium intake. This is what I do. So right now I'm about to show the little scooper that I use in my old sodium jar, and here's the new jar of salt that I just bought. So yeah guys, this is basically it. I digressed multiple times on this video, but I really wanted to put together this video for you guys in order to show some typical groceries, what I do for this like bodybuilding 1 meal a day healthy lifestyle that actually is pretty beneficial for like cognitive performance, not only for the physical performance. Basically what I eat in order to be able to feel great and be productive throughout the whole day. So yeah, this is basically everything. I hope you find the video helpful and useful. If so, please do not hesitate to click on the thumbs up button down below. Maybe give me some comments in the comment section. Share your personal experience. What are the foods that give you these type of results or whatnot, or simply share something, give me some comments. Maybe subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is like instagram.com/beatonthebeat. You can follow me on Twitter. The Twitter is beatonthebeat1, the number 1, like beatonthebeat1, the same as the YouTube channel. Check out the URL of the YouTube channel. The Twitter is the same. You can follow me on Snapchat as well. My Snapchat is beatonthebeat. basically everything is beat on the beat. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I would like to thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more, and good luck with your grocery shopping and with your 1 meal a day plan, lifestyle, bodybuilding, muscle building, or whatever you do. Good luck with whatever you do. Peace.